Hi everyone, good morning. So we are ready to start our live fitness and yoga session for the day. So today we'll be doing a fast-paced session with for fitness. We'll be focusing on agility today. We'll be testing our agility. Then at a fast pace, we'll be doing a lot of yoga postures. So today's session is for everyone, but it is particularly suited for kids and young people and those who want to test their fitness and their how many yoga postures they can do comfortably right now. So we'll be warming up well. So I'll just wait for a few seconds for everyone to join in. So just prepare yourself for this high intensity, a little challenging session of yoga and fitness. Just put your yoga mat and put a bottle of water near you. Make sure your room is not very cold. And today the prop we'll be using is 2 pairs of socks. Okay, so get 2 pairs of socks. Quickly go and get them if you've not got them already and keep them near you. We'll be using that in the session today. Okay, and while I wait for more people to join in, I'll quickly tell you that so today is a fast-paced session suited to kids. We'll be testing agility. Tomorrow is a slow-paced, gentle yoga session at 10 in the morning. Okay, let's start. So first, in the standing position, just interlock your fingers, just stretch up. Come on your toes and come back, and once again just stretch up, come on your toes, try to balance on your toes completely, hold there and come back and raise the right leg up, hold there. If you need to take support, balance, you can do that and come back, and the other, hold there, okay, and come back and come back. Okay, today we straight away start with the warming up exercises because we'll be covering a lot of yoga postures today and a lot of fitness exercises we'll be doing. Just raise one leg at a time, let the blood circulation in the body increase. So, okay, so today, for today's class, I'm reminding you again, those of you who have not got, the props we'll use is 2 pairs of socks. So just get 2 pairs of socks and just keep them near you if you've not already. While we are warming up, just quickly go and get them and put them near you. Okay, and the others, continue to one leg forward, breathe in, up, breathe out, down, and again breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. With these gentle exercises, let your blood circulation increase, let the body get warmed up slightly. Breathe out and okay, and relax, and breathe in, stretch up, arch back and push your hips back, come parallel to the floor just this much, and again stretch up, breathe in, look up, breathe out, down, and again breathe in and breathe out. Okay, and walk a few steps forward, walk a few steps back. So today I want to warn you that some exercises might be very high intensity because some exercises will be suited more to kids. So listen to your body. You can avoid things you find difficult, and okay, one of the movements we'll be using. Meanwhile, those of you who've not got 2 pairs of socks, just get 2 pairs of socks and just keep them on the side. One of the movements we'll be using for warm up is the Jenga. So just get the hang of this movement. Shoulder width distance between your feet, bend the knee slightly and take the right leg back. Do it very easy right now just to get the movement right. Okay, take the right leg back in the same line. So if it is here, it should stay here. Back and bring the right leg forward. Now take the left leg back and left leg forward. Okay, so the right leg doesn't go this side. It goes straight back and up, and again the left up. Okay, the right leg goes back, front, left leg goes back and front. Okay, again in the starting position. Now as the right leg goes back, the right hand also comes up like this, not above your eyes, little below your eyes, and come back. Now when the left leg goes back, the left hand comes up and back. Okay, again, so right leg, right hand, back, left leg, left hand, back, right, back, left, back, keep going, right, back, left, back, and bend slightly now. As you go back, bend slightly. Bend your knee and bend forward. Okay, in the starting position, now we'll try to go a little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2. You're bending down, see, and bending down and forward. 1, 2, 1. Okay, and relax, and relax. Walk up, walk back. So this is the basic movement of this martial art, the capoeira, and a lot of movements come out of this movement. Okay, relax. Just swing the arms just like this. So today after the class we'll be talking for 1 minute about holistic fitness and for 1 minute about weight loss as well. Okay, so now we have some kids who have joined us. And just swing the hands up and back. We are still warming up. We are going to do a lot of jumping today. So I'm warning you, people who have sensitive knees, listen to your knees, to your body, and you can avoid a few things. Do what you can and just jog up forward, jog back. So do today's class for fun. Just don't strain yourself. Like whatever you can't do, just avoid it. Do what you can. And forward, we'll be testing our agility and we'll be testing the yoga postures we have perfection in. And again, forward. Do you feel your heart rate going up slightly? Okay. Now the left leg forward and the right leg, raise it up, not with a jerk, just this much and come back. Just leg raises. Without a jerk, you don't have to raise it too high. Keep going. 3. And hand movement like we did yesterday. Opposite hand leg. 2. 1. And change now. The right leg forward. The left leg up. 4. 3. 2. 1. One more. Okay. Relax. Relax. Okay, now your feet shoulder width apart, and as you breathe in, raise the right leg up, left leg up, breathe in. On the same spot, just come up on your toes, inhale, exhale. Okay, now right leg forward and stretch your hands outward, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now some spot jogging. Let's warm up the body and raise the knee slightly up for 20 seconds. Keep going. 9, 8, 7, 6, and raise the hands up. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise the knees up, opposite hand and leg up, and relax, and relax, and relax. Okay, and walk up, walk back. Okay, sideways, easy shuffling sideways. So when you go to the left leg moves first. When you go to the right leg moves first. Again, left and right, and again left and right. Okay, and relax, and relax. Okay, we'll do the Jenga movement again, and those who've joined in later and you've not got, you need to get 2 pairs of socks. So 1 pair and 2 pairs of socks. Just quickly go get them, put them near you. We'll be using this later as a prop. The rest of you start the Jenga movement. Don't let your heart rate slow down. So shoulder width, right leg back, right hand up and back, left leg back, left hand up. Just look at me. So you know you're going down and 1, 2, 1. You bend the knees and you bend down forward. 1, 2. This originated in Africa, this martial art. Then from there it went to Brazil, and this is called capoeira. And relax, and relax. Okay, now okay, 1 leg at a time. Just knee, raise it up, raise it up. We're going at a faster speed today, so less yoga, more fitness today. Your feet together in a continuous movement. Look up, reach for the toes, breathe out, and continuous movement. Inhale, exhale, fast, fast, fast. And inhale, exhale. Those who have a lower back problem, go easy on the forward bending. Don't do anything with a jerk. And come back. Arch back. Okay, now sideways. Little listen to your feet and fast. 4, 3, and 1 hand back. 2, 1. Okay, and now push your hips back. 1 forward, 2 take both the hands inward, 3 on the toes, and 4 come up and arch back, look up. Okay, forward, in, on the toes and arch back. Again, fast. 1, 2, 3 and arch back, and again 1, 2, 3 and arch back. Okay, and relax and jog up and jog back a few steps. Okay, so today most of the class we are doing fitness exercises, okay, and less yoga today. And keep going. On your toes, take small steps, don't take big steps. Keep your back straight. Okay, relax, relax. And now quick warm-up exercises, toe to head. So all of you, all the kids who have joined in today, see, whenever you have races, when you play basketball, football, try to do some of these warm-up exercises. So little bit of jumping and then do these from toe, the toe up and down, the left leg up, down, up, down. So all the joints we are waking up. And now the knee, hold here, hold here. Okay, we are quickly moving from the toe to the head. All the joints we are opening up. The hips, make a big circle with your hips one side and the other side. Make a big circle, and then your fingers out, in, out, and rotate the wrist one side, the other side. Loosen the shoulders. We will be even attempting the monkey crawl and the duck walk today. So I'm warning you guys. Okay, now shoulder rotation, up, back, and the other way around. Okay, and now the neck, keep the neck up, down, don't do this with a jerk, up. Okay, and relax, and relax. Okay, now do a few jumping jacks. So first just jog at the place. So some of you who are not comfortable with this, you can do spot jogging, or you can just raise 1 leg at a time. The others, do both the legs on your toes, do a few jumps, and then jumping jacks. Breathe in, breathe out. 5, 4, breathe in, breathe out. 2, 1, and relax, and relax. So like I said, we'll be doing more agility exercises today. So this jumping jack is also an agility exercise. Okay, now let's do a twisting movement. Little distance between the leg and just twist to one side, stretch out, stretch out, stretch out, stretch out, stretch out, and relax. Okay, now before we move on to the other exercises, let's do the chakrasan. Okay, before that, let's do the tree posture. Let's try the tree posture. So we'll be doing many postures today, some easy, some difficult, and let's see how much perfection we have in them. So there should be no gap here, in your leg here, and then knee pointing down, join the palms together. This is the Vrikshasana, and stretch your hands up, palms should be together, and see if you can balance, look at a point straight in front of you, and see how good you are doing the Vrikshasana, the tree posture. Okay, and come back. Now the same on the other leg, the left knee pointing down, join your palms together, and stretch up, and stretch up, look at a point straight in front of you, balance there, 5, 4, 3, 2, okay, and come back. Now let's do the chakrasan, standing chakrasan movement, after which we'll be doing some more agility exercises. Okay, little distance between your feet, your fist tight, and breathe in, stretch up, arch back, look up, and as you breathe out, bend the knees slightly, raise your hands up, wrist inward, and again inhale, look up, arch back, exhale down, and again inhale, stretch up, arch back, look up. Okay, now change to the second, more distance between your feet, keep your hands here, and as you breathe in, palms upward, stretch your shoulders back and the neck back, and as you breathe out, take your right hand to the left ankle, and again breathe in, neck up, and breathe out the other side, and again breathe in, up, breathe out, and again breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in. Okay, and relax, and relax, and come back. Okay, so now let's attempt the monkey crawl and the duck walk. Okay, this is optional. You can do however much you can do. See, anything you've not tried in a long time, just go a little easy. So for the monkey crawl, basically you have to come on all fours like this. This is great. This might look funny to some of you, but this is a great exercise for your core muscles, for your fitness. Okay, so on all fours, so you need to walk up on all fours, up a few steps and then back a few steps. Okay, and then come back up. Okay, I hope you have enough space to do this. I'm sure you have. Okay, again on all fours, a little faster, up and go back and come back. Relax. Okay, one more time. The only thing is, try to do it more gracefully now. It should look graceful when you do it. Okay, again, forward and back and back and back. Okay, and relax and relax. Okay, now we are doing the duck walk, which some of you can avoid this, especially if you have your knees are sensitive. Okay, and from here in the duck walk, basically you come like this, then you come up like this, and come up like this, and come up like this. Okay, okay, stand up. Okay, we'll just do this once today. Next time we'll do it a little more. Okay. Now, see, when you do duck walk, and there are many more. Okay, now let's do one more, the frog jump. Okay, this is a little easier than the duck walk. Do however much you can do. Okay, so you start again with this position, sitting there, and see, again I'm warning you, some of you can avoid this. Okay, go easy on this. So you keep your hands forward as far as they reach, palms down, and then you need to just look first. You need to get your legs up and next to your hands. And again you come up, jump like that, and going back again, take your hand support and back. Okay. Okay, once again try, at least go 3-4 times forward and then back. So you, in a continuous movement, go and then go back, okay, and relax, take a breather, relax, just sit there, sit there. So these are great exercises. Sadly, they are also used as punishment sometimes, but nevertheless, these are great exercises for agility, for the strength of your core muscles, your lower body. Okay, reach for the toes, breathe out, breathe in, go back, and again breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. And as you go back, keep your hands here and raise your stomach up, the neck back, and down, breathe out and breathe in, the stomach up, neck back, and down again, breathe out and breathe in, and hold there and down, and in position for the butterfly position. Okay, let's see how good we are doing the butterfly, and feel a stretch by pushing this down, your hands down. If you're comfortable here, then bend forward and try to touch your head to the floor. Okay, and come back, and straighten your feet, and come in this position. Just try to balance here in this position. See if you can do this comfortably. Okay, this is like the Indian toilet position. This is called Utkatasana. Okay, and from here, try to come on your toes and see if you can balance here on your toes. Okay, just see if you can balance here. Okay, now from there, try to gracefully come up, stand up, arch back. Okay, and relax, Okay, now we'll move to some more animal based stretches. We'll do the cat stretch, the rabbit, and the camel. So while we move to the yoga postures, again, those of you who've not got socks, so today in the next segment we'll be using 2 pairs of socks as a prop. We'll be doing agility exercises with these. So just go quickly and find 2 pairs, like 4 socks. Okay, 2 pairs of socks, keep them near you. If you can't find socks, just get 4 hankies or something. Okay, now move into the cat stretch position. Okay, so do the cat stretch, push your spine up, neck tucked in, and down, the neck up. Okay, now do the rabbit, push your hips back, put your head down, just relax there. That's the rabbit. Okay, and come up again in the cat stretch position. Okay, this is the tiger stretch. Raise the right leg up and the left hand up and down, and the left leg up and the right hand up. Those of you who have low back pain, go easy on this. And again, inhale, one up and down, and the other up, down, and again up, down, up, down. See if you can come up and balance there. Keep holding there. See if you can get steady there. Okay, down. And now the left leg up and the right hand up. Balance there, hold there, hold there. Okay. And come back. And now on your elbows and come in the plank position here. See if you can balance here. Okay, knees down. Lie down on your stomach. And from here, do the cobra. This is the cobra 3 times. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out down. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out down. And again come up and hold there. Hold there. So this is the cobra, the Bhujangasana. Now we'll do the dog posture, Swanasana. Your elbow straight now and arch back. The neck up. Just hold there. And from here we'll move to the mountain. Push your hips up and start walking forward towards your hands. Okay, and see if you can walk up enough and stand up from there. And stand up from there. Okay. And relax. And relax. And relax. Okay, now let's do we'll do the warriors, then we'll do a new variation of the triangle posture, the Trikonasana. Okay, now let's do the warriors. Before that, just relax your knee a little bit. So after this, we'll move to the agility segment. Okay, right leg forward, bend the knee and stretch up and arch back like that. Look up. And then come back, straighten the leg, and now the left leg forward, bend the knee, stretch up and arch back, and join the palms together, straighten the leg. Once again, this time, take a big step forward, bend the knee, do a lunge. Lunging movement. Now join the palms together and stretch up and arch back, knee, bend, look up, hold that position, and come back, straighten your leg now, and now take the left leg, bend the knee, join the palms together, look straight and stretch up, arch back, throw the neck up, keep holding there, and come back. Okay, relax. Now, little distance between the feet, and the left leg outward. We did this yesterday, facing that side. The left leg you're facing, face is straight, your left leg is facing that side, to your left. And now turn, look at your left toe, slide down your left hand and your right hand up. Look up. Okay, just balance there. Okay, and come back up. And now the right leg outward and looking down, slide the right hand down and the left hand up, look up, just hold there, balance there, and come back again straight. Now again the left leg outward, this time bend the knee slightly, put your hand here like this, and first hold there. See your body, it's a straight line, your leg and this body and your hand. It's a straight line. And now stretch your hand up, look up. Balance there. Okay, and come back. Excellent. And now again the other leg outward. Bend the knee, place the hand here. First stretch like this. Keep stretching your hand and then look up. Hold there, and come back. Okay, so just to balance is forward and arch back, look up. Okay, now we'll do so those people whose lower back is sensitive, knees are sensitive, go easy on this. You can avoid this and repeat the earlier one. Only if what we did was comfortable, you do this one, otherwise repeat what we did. Okay, So this time, the left leg outward, bend the knee enough to put your palm down, okay, and then stretch your hand up in one line, and from there stretch your hand up, look up, okay, and gently come back up. So this is a little strenuous on your knee, so be careful, some of you. And now the other leg, right leg outward. So just see what you're doing. So I'll just show it sideways. Leg outward, bend the knee enough to put the palm down next to your leg, and then stretch up, and then look up, okay, and then come back up, relax, okay, and just once, arch back and reach for the toes, and again breathe in and do a trunk rotation, little distance between the body, the feet, and then just do a trunk rotation to balance your spine one side and then the other side, and okay, and relax, okay, and just loosen your legs. Okay, now we are starting the segment of agility exercises. Okay, over here, those of you who joined now have not got socks, I want you to get 2 pairs of socks. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Okay, and the others can take a small water break right now. Don't have too much water, just a small sip. Okay, you can have a small sip. Okay, now just see how I want you to place these on the floor so that you can see. Place these properly. So you put 1 socks and 1 foot distance, just keep your foot here and then put the next, then again 1 foot distance, keep your foot so that you measure, and then 1 more, and then again measure with your foot and then keep it here. Okay, so place them nicely, so there should be 1 foot distance between all 4. Okay, that much you've got. Okay, so we are ready with our prop for today. Make sure there is equal distance between the 4 socks, and now on your toes just walk between them. Make sure you don't touch the socks. Just 1 or 2 times just walk across in a way that you don't. And okay, now your first task for today. So you step on the socks now, don't step on the floor, on your toes, okay? So don't touch the floor at all. So you have to walk in a way that, and the socks should not move at all, okay? It should stay in the same place. So you have to keep your leg in a way that you don't, your foot is only on the socks and it doesn't get moved from its place. Okay, sorry, this one got stuck to my foot, but okay, otherwise just try to, and now go back the same way, just step on the socks and go back. Okay, now just see whether you have disturbed the distance between the socks. If you have disturbed it, then put it properly. Okay, now we are moving towards a little more advanced things. Now you need to jog up in a way that up and back, so that you don't touch the socks. Just step between them and on your toes jog up forward and jog back. Yeah, be careful not to touch the socks at all. Again, 2 more times, forward and back, and again forward and back. Okay, you are going to give yourself marks on these agility exercises, so do this very nicely with your focus. Okay, now we'll go sideways. Just see how you'll go sideways. So 1 leg comes in between, the first pair of socks, and then the other leg also comes in between, and then again go slow right now, start and to the side, and now to go to the left, both the legs come in between, and then again, then again, then again. Okay, now a little fast, 1 2 3 4 sideways, and 1 2 3 4. Okay, see, this is we are getting a little more advanced. So now both the legs come in between before you move, so get the position right. Again a little fast, on your toes, 1 2 3 4, and the left side, 1 2 3 4. Don't touch the socks at all. Once again, 1 2 3 4, and the other side, 1 2 3 4. Okay, give yourself marks 8 on 10 or 5 on 10 on that. Okay, now we're going to crisscross and those of you who are not getting the movement right, just do however much you can do. Okay, now we'll go crisscross. Okay, so now so you're facing to the left, one leg crosses over and comes, and then come back, and the other leg goes back and come back. So your right leg goes over your left, cross and come back and back and come back. So you just go crisscross, 2 3. Just try 1 2 and 3. So you have to cross over from the front and then from the back and come to this side. Now from this side, cross over, front and back and come back. Are you getting it? I hope you're getting it. Okay, once again, 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3. Okay, these look funny, but these are very, very important exercises. All your football players, basketball players, athletes, they do exercises. Of course, a little more advanced than this, but these kind of exercises. Okay, now let's do one more, a little advanced, so not for everyone. Some of you who have knee problems can go easy on this. Okay, so now with both the feet, now here's where real agility comes in. I want you to, and you have to bend the knee slightly when you jump. So you have to jump and get, okay, those of you who have knee problems, who have not done this before, go easy on this. So you need to go land in between, don't touch the socks, and then the next, and then the next, then the next. Okay, and go back, go back. Don't jump too much and don't land not gracefully. So the main thing in this is you have to be graceful like a cat when you do this. Okay, again, so 1, graceful, land gracefully, 2 3 4, and go back, 1 2 3 4. Okay, relax, relax. Now the next, again, okay, just loosen your knee, loosen your knee. Now we'll do jumping jacks while moving forward. Okay, so in line with the socks, 1 and then come in the center, and 2 3 4. So you come forward. Okay, again go back, and doing jumping jacks in a way that each time you jump, put your feet together, they come between the 2 pairs of socks. Okay, 1, so you can look down, don't touch the socks, 2 3 4. Okay, and relax, and relax. Okay, we are going, okay, the others can just walk up, walk back, take a breather for whom this has been difficult. This is mainly for the kids. Okay, try doing it on one leg only. Okay, you go 1 2 3 4. Okay, and then go back. Now do it on the left leg. 1 2, don't touch the socks, 3 4, and come back. This is not for everyone. This is a little strenuous on your knee. You can do both. And once again do that. On one leg a little fast and gracefully. land in gracefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. And go back. And the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And relax. And relax. Okay, now bend the knees. We are doing this to relax ourselves, our legs. Just do a monkey crawl in a way that you don't touch the socks. So you do this over it, but make sure your legs or your hands don't touch the socks. And go back also. And don't touch. And come back. Once again, gracefully forward without even touching the socks. And forward. And going back again on all fours. Go back, and come back. And come back. Relax, relax. Okay. And come up, and come up. Okay. Some of you would find your heart rate going up. Okay, now we'll do something simpler. Join the socks together like this. Okay, make sure they are flat, and just join them like this so that they make one line. Okay, so now they are in one line. So now it's a slight balancing. Make sure you walk on it, making sure that you don't step on the floor at all. Your foot comes only on the socks. You go forward and try to not move the socks. Now from here you need to turn. You need to turn while not touching the floor at all, and then go back, go back, go back. Okay, relax, relax. Okay, now take the socks up. You can just use one pair and make a ball out of this socks. Okay, before that I want you to just first make the ball out of the socks. I'll just show you how to do it. Just take one and just roll it completely. Now put this in the other one all the way down here, and now from the side where you've stuffed this, again roll this and just leave a little bit, and from the elastic just pull it back like this. You will find you have a ball made out of the socks. Okay, so now just with one hand throw it up, catch it, throw it up, catch it, and with the left hand throw it up, catch it, throw it up, catch it. Okay, and okay, we'll do, and now keep this aside. We'll need this again. Now we'll do two movements. Some of you can do just a little spot jogging, a mock skipping movement, and then jumping jacks. Do this again, and especially for the kids and who are used to these movements, do a jump like this. Bend both the knees, sit here, and then jump up and then down. So you breathe in, jump up, land lightly and down. Okay, inhale and exhale. The others don't do this, do the jumping jack instead. Once again, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now we'll do a backward walk in a sitting position. Okay, now in this position, and now keep your hands here. See, you're in this. So basically it's the opposite of the monkey crawl. You're doing it the other way down. And raise the stomach up, and now see if you can walk backward like this, and then walk in front, and walk in front, and again walk back, and walk in front. Okay, and come back, and come back. Okay, and come up, and come up. Relax. Okay, now I hope all of you are sweating and your heart rate is slightly up. Okay, now the ball you made, Now you can, if you have another person doing the class with you, then just play catch with that person. Do it with one hand. If you're doing it alone, then just use the wall. Just throw it at the wall and catch it. You can catch it with one hand and then with the other hand. Oh, sorry. Okay, just play with that a little bit. Okay, if you have okay, and come back. If you have messed up the ball a little bit, just make it fine again. Okay, now we'll just tap the ball like this, like how, just with one hand, you just, can you see? And then use the other hand. Now you can use alternate hand up. Okay, keep going, keep going. Okay, now try to see if you can do more than 50 or however much you can do. If you can do more than 50, just write here. You can, and don't do simple, try anything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. If it is seeming very easy, make it difficult for yourself. Take it up. Do it on one hand, both the hands. Anand, you can do it from your head also. Okay. And relax. How many? Okay. And put that down. Put that down. Okay. Let's do some more. We'll do some more yoga postures. Just sit down there. If you want to have a small sip of water, you can have a small sip of water. And just sit there. Have a small sip of water. Some of you can try the Padmasana. Stretch your feet straight in front of you. And right leg in. Push the knee down. Now bend the left leg. Push the knee down and bring it over. Don't force your leg. It's okay if you can't do it. It's not so important to do. Because if you force it, you will hurt your knee. So just if you can do it comfortably, then just hold here. Okay. And if you've got this, then use your palms, put them down and see if you can raise your body up like this. Okay. And down. Okay. And straighten. And straighten. Now we'll do the boat posture. Okay. So balance on your hips. I'm just putting a little more cushioning for myself. Okay, just for the boat posture, sitting on your hips, use slight support, come in this position and try to balance there. See, from next class, if you want more cushioning for these things, then put a little dari or a folded towel near you. Okay, just hold there and come back and come back. And once again repeat that and come up, hold there. And those of you for whom this is very comfortable can straighten your feet. Those of you who have lower back problems, don't do this. This can straighten. Just hold there in a V position. Okay, excellent. And come back. Now we'll do the camel posture to counter it. For the camel, come in this position. Little distance between your feet. Toes inward, and now we did it yesterday, I think. Right hand to your right heel, arch back and come back. Left hand to your left heel, arch back and come back. Now some of you can just do this, and those of you who are comfortable doing it with both hands, do it with both hands. Your right hand, the left hand, push your stomach up, the neck back, arch back. Keep holding there. And to come back, leave one hand first and then leave the other hand and now lie down on your stomach. So this is called the reverse boat posture, Vipreet Naukasana. Okay, it is also called the Superman. Stretch your hands forward And some of you can do it with one hand, right hand up, left leg up and down, left hand, right leg up and down. Okay, the others who can do it comfortably, do it with both the hands, both the legs up and down. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, down. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out. And again come up, keep holding there, keep holding there. Okay, and come back. So this is the Superman or the reverse boat. Now we'll do something which is called the snake posture. So take your hands back, hold your wrist, okay? Now raise your upper body, breathe in and breathe out, down. Okay, it's similar to the cobra, but we are not using our hands in this. Again, breathe in, try to come up till your navel and hold there. And down. See, some of you, see if you can come, how high you can come up, and again breathe in, come up and just hold there. You should be able to come up till your navel. Okay, and down, and again come up in the Swanasana we did with your elbows straight, and push your hips up in the mountain, heels down, neck tucked in, look at your heel, look at your navel, put the knees down, and this is called the pigeon posture, Kapotasana, the right leg forward, let the leg go down like this completely, body weight, and then straighten the back leg as much as possible and put your head down in the direction of your knee. Just relax there, be with the stretch. And now come up, the neck up, and now come up in the push-up position, and now the left leg forward, the other leg forward, let the body weight go down, back leg straight, and put your head down in the direction of your knee, hold there, okay, and the neck up, and now bring the back leg, get it over your left leg and come in this position. This is called the Virasana, a very important meditative posture. Now whichever leg is on top, get that hand up and see if you can touch the fingers. If you can touch, then try to interlock. Then try to interlock behind you like this. Okay, and come back, change the leg position. Now the other leg comes up. This is one of the most important meditative postures, just this. And now bring the other hand up. You might find that one side is a little more stiff. Hold there, okay, and come back, relax, okay, and stretch your feet straight in front of you, reach for the toes, hold there, and come back. Okay, now lie down on your back. Now we'll do some exercises for the core muscles, and again we'll include one exercise which is very good for athletes as well. So lie down on your back. Okay, and first we'll do the gentler exercises. Palms down, raise the right leg up and down, the left leg up, down, again up, down, and then bend both the knees, start a cycling movement for 3, 2 at a 60-degree angle, and the other way around, 3, 2, okay, down. Now some of you just repeat these two, one leg, both legs, and the others. So for those who have sensitive lower backs, stick to these. The others can attempt these. Okay. Raise both the legs up together and down, and again up. Hold there. Hold the legs in this position. Now with the hands, toes towards yourself, reach for the toes and come back. And again, reach for the toes and come back. And once again, reach for the toes and come back, down, and stretch your hands back and come up. Again, people who have lower back problems, go easy on this. The others can take slight support from your elbows and come up, reach for your toes, breathe out and breathe in, and again breathe out and breathe in. Okay, now this one, is a little more advanced. So some of you who can do it can do this, otherwise repeat the ones we've already done. Okay. So as you come up, you can take slight support, come in the boat posture that we came in. Okay, and come back. Once again do that. Come up in the boat posture. Okay, relax, relax. Okay, now, especially the kids who are doing the class, I want you to do it a little fast. The others go a little easy. Do it fast. Come up and then go back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go back, and go back. Relax, relax, relax. Take a breather. Take a breather. Relax, relax there. And now, just relax there. Okay. Now bend both the knees, press them against the stomach. And straighten your feet, stretch the body tall. Okay. Now, in position for the bridge, bend both the knees, palms down, and raise your stomach up. Breathe in, breathe out, down, and 2 more times. Breathe in, up, breathe out, down. This time up and just hold there. Push your stomach up, body weight absolutely on your shoulders, and down. Okay. Next, we are going to do the Chakrasana. So those of you who are not comfortable with the Chakrasana, you can alternatively do the Bhujangasana 4 times or do the Swanasana. Okay? And those of you who have done the Chakrasana before and who are comfortable can try the Chakrasana, because it's a lot about technique also. If you do it with wrong technique, you can hurt yourself. Okay? And your hands, your palms under your shoulders. Raise your hips up like you do in bridge, and then straighten your elbows and arch back the neck back. Balance there. And to come down, the heels down, bend the elbows, land on your shoulders first, then the stomach down, and come back, and come back. Okay. And okay, relax, relax. And bend both the knees, press them against the stomach. And stretch your hands to the side and just twist your legs to one side, legs to the left and the neck to the right, and come back center. Now the legs go to the right and the neck goes to the left. Feel a twist. Okay. And come back, and come back. Once again, bend both the knees, press them against the stomach. And straighten your feet, stretch the body tall. And then lie down in Shavasana position. Just find a comfortable position for Shavasana. Leave all the muscles loose. Close your eyes. Keep your palms upward. And now for 30 seconds, we'll relax in that position. Continue to keep your eyes closed. Continue to leave all the muscles loose. And just watch your breathing. Some of you can put your hands on your stomach. Put one hand on your stomach and the other hand in the center of your chest. And just observe your breathing, your heart rate. Feel the rising and falling of your stomach as you breathe in and breathe out. And keep focusing on your breathing. For the next 5 breaths, just continue to watch the rising and falling of your stomach as you breathe in and breathe out. Now take 3 deeper breaths. Let the stomach, the chest swell up as you breathe in more. And again, let the stomach swell up more as you breathe in. Okay, now bring your awareness to your surroundings. Slowly move your fingers, move your toes, and very slowly come up and sit up comfortably. And come up and sit up comfortably with your spine straight, your eyes closed, and keep your hands like this, sitting cross-legged. Keep your left hand down and keep your right hand over it. Your thumbs can be touching slightly. This is a mudra. And the spine straight, the neck up, close your eyes. Okay, now put your hands on your knees and we'll chant Om 3 times. Take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe in. Just be with the silence and join your palms together in a namaskar. And just interlock the fingers, stretch over your head and come back. Take your hands back, pull your shoulders back and the neck back and relax. So with that we come to the end of our 5th class. The kids who have joined the class, you can leave, the others can just stay for a minute. And I just want to inform you that tomorrow we'll be doing at 10 again. We'll be doing a very gentle restorative yoga class tomorrow. So no jumping like we did today, no challenging postures. Tomorrow we'll be doing a very gentle healing kind of a yoga class at 10 again. And so the other thing I wanted to tell you was, I'll talk for a minute about holistic fitness and for a minute about weight loss, because I've been getting questions. In the meanwhile, so tomorrow the class is at 10, a classical yoga class tomorrow at 10. And for the next week, I'm thinking of making the class a little shorter for the next week, that half an hour, 40 minutes, we do the class like we do every day. And after the class, we take a 5-10 minute break. You go grab your fruit or something. You come back. Some of you come back who are interested in talking about the philosophical aspect of yoga, Vedanta, just self-inquiry. But we'll do it not in a preachy way, but in an interactive way. We'll do it very informal self-inquiry and the philosophical aspect of yoga. And we'll draw from not just the yoga tradition, but from the Greek philosophers and poets, so in self-inquiry. So that is one for the next week. So your suggestions are welcome on that. So the class might be from 8:15 next week. The weekday class that we were doing at 8:30, I might make it 8:15 to 9, and then 9 to 9:30 we can do the philosophical, more talking aspect. So that is one. And now I'll just, for a minute talk about holistic fitness. Like, I know a lot of people, especially who are wanting to, lose weight or work out. We think that pushing our body too much is good. For a good workout means that you killed yourself and pushed your muscles too much. But it is quite a fallacy, because say if today we did a high intensity class, but sometimes we do a gentle yoga class and some sport jogging, some fitness aspect as well. Instead of that, if you were to just do squats, if I make you do 100 squats, your legs would pain and you would feel that, oh, you did something more, a better workout. Or if I told you to run 50 kilometers and come back, you might feel, oh, you've done more. But actually those are very one-dimensional workouts. Or if you're just lifting weight. So what we try to do is have a balance of all the important elements of fitness, which are strength, flexibility, stamina, balance, and agility exercises. So that is one thing I wanted to convey to you. And for weight loss, also you need to do cardio exercise more, twice a day, maybe some in the morning, again in the evening. You can just go for a walk and take stairs. That's a great exercise. And more than some of you who've been constantly asking me questions about weight loss, in the coming week, I'll be telling you every day to suggesting a lifestyle change. And your staying lean and your losing weight is more dependent on those lifestyle changes than just pushing your body harder. So we'll be, of course, you should do your exercise, but it's the lifestyle changes which are more important. So next week I'll be suggesting those. So great. So I'll see most of you tomorrow for a gentle yoga class at 10 in the morning. You can eat a fruit or something light a little earlier, not just immediately before the class, but a little earlier. So have a nice day. I'll see you tomorrow morning for yoga.